What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Three Reasons Why. It's your boy, the 209 Tiger. I hope everybody had a safe New Year's Eve, and I wish a happy New Year on everybody. And I'm chilling with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy New Year, everybody. 2021. Thank goodness it's 2020's over. It's your boy Common Sense Marcus in the building. Raw, uncut, always. Straight from my mama. Happy New Year's, mama. Happy New Year's, fam. Let's get this show going.
CDP 209 out of Stockton, California, born and raised. Right now I'm living in Las Vegas, Nevada, where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's see about this 2021.
All right, today's show, 2021. What it's going to be like, what's our concerns, our hopes, our wants. You know what I'm saying? What's your expectations for 2021? So let me kick it off with a question for you guys. What's what's on your mind right now as we head into January 3rd, 2021?
Well, immediate.
Everything these masks off. Soon.
That is true. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these masks too. Like, fuck this shit.
Eh,
Hey,
At a not to get off topic, but the other day I was eating inside of a restaurant out here. It felt good.
oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and people was like walking in like with families and stuff eating. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see.
Yeah, that would be cool to see in 2021. But yeah, my immediate thought of what I'm thinking about is fuck. I gotta go to work on Monday. I had a week off, so I'm like, dang. But hopefully for the year, my bar is real low. Just as long as my family stay healthy and happy, and we do
Yeah.
better than 2020, then 2021 got to be better. That's my immediate thought. My bar is pretty low for 2021. What about you?
I mean, I'm with y'all. Like, I kind of just want to get out of this pandemic fright stage. Just kind of like the hospitals. Like I want people to be able to go in and see their family in the hospitals. People got family in the hospitals. You can't even go see them. Can't even talk to them. Like you said, like I was saying earlier, get back to seeing regular life. Like whatever that's gonna take. I mean, if people feel they gotta take vaccines to feel safe and secure, that's cool. If people think they could get by without it, cool. You know what I mean? But let's start to move on.
One thing I'm looking forward to is the movie theaters. Like I want to see a new fucking
Yeah,
movie. Like what the fuck?
yeah.
Tired of this shit. But yeah. But well, I'll kick it off with a question. What's one thing you plan on like accomplishing or starting in 2021 that you've been putting on the back burner or that you about to explode? Or what's one thing you want to check that box? Like, yeah, I took care of that in 2021. You got 12 months. What can you do?
Take my whole family out the country on vacation.
That's that.
Like I said, we already got something lined up, kind of to go to Mexico. So you know that'll be it. Everybody, we all ain't never been out the country together, so
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be.
huge. Do you gotta get your real ID or a passport?
Yeah, I gotta buy passports. Well, I got mine. I like half of us got them, half of them don't. So we already halfway there. Cause man, that's a big whop. I got a big family.
Yeah.
They hit me for like that, like 160 or 180, whatever it is.
Oh shit. Yeah, damn. That's what's up. That's tight. Yeah. What about you, CDP?
Get my credit up. Get my credit up, you know what I'm saying? Buy a house. That's my thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's huge too. I seen me and TikTok. I love TikTok. I seen a little trick you could do. Like, say your bills due on the 30th for credit. If you pay half of it on the 15th and then the other half on the 30th, they give you credit for two payments. So it builds your credit up faster.
Mm.
That's a little thing I heard. I don't know no expert. I have to go get my wife. When you talk about credit, like, hey babe, sit down real quick. How do you get good credit? She'll tell you everything. But I seen that on TikTok though. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
get my
good goal.
credit
Uh,
right. Bust them.
I have it.
I'm saying get my credit right so I can bust some moves. That's about it. for this year alone. That's my goal.
Were you trying to buy a house at in Vegas or on the outskirts of Vegas or?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know yet. I like down south. You know what I'm saying? You get a house out there with land. You know what I'm saying? I like it out here. It's a little too hot, but I like it out here. So I don't know. But for the between time, just get my credit right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that regardless. You feel me?
Right. Right. That's what's up. That's what's up. For me, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, man, I'm still waiting to see, like we were talking about before we jumped on, who the president's gonna be
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
You know, that's gonna shape my 2021.
I forgot about that. Thank you for that, bringing that up too. I'm looking forward to January 6th. I believe CDP said it was like that's the last hurrah for my boy Trump. Like, please, if anybody has balls, stand up and just do a revote. I don't think anybody be upset with a revote. As long as you don't take 6 months to count the votes, just do a fucking revote. But yeah.
Man, they gotta settle it by like an arm wrestling match or something, like a game of dice or something. like man, a revote, man. Someone then they're gonna fight for, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight for like a third round or something. Like, man, it'll be a time for another election by the time this thing is over.
That's what I'm saying. As long as they don't take a long ass time. I think I'm not sure CDP, but I think if somebody stands up on the 6th, then they go like state by state vote. And if the state was red, then it's Trump. If state was blue, like California for some reason, it was fucking Biden. I'm not sure though. Check your constitution. If they believe in it, they'll still do it. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Hey, if they do that, my man Ice Cube gonna come back. He gonna come back with a better deal.
Oh, and then where's Oprah Winfrey and Ellen and all them saying Happy New Year? What all these Hollywood celebrities at, man? Yeah, I mean, they're quiet.
I did see a lot of quietness. My kids wanted to see the ball drop or whatever. I don't know if y'all seen the New Year's. I know we get off the topic, but fuck it. The New Year's ball drop and J Lo was out there freezing her ass off. I don't know if y'all seen that. Where they had motherfuckers in cages, like 2 or 3 people in cages and shit. And, dude, I was over there falling asleep like, it's boring as shit. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, in China, they packing the streets and going crazy like, ah.
And
I'm looking forward to normality. I mean, we flus out here for some reason.
in Wuhan, where it came from, they out there celebrating.
It's like that thing you sent. Like, them fools beat it with no vaccine.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, you just stay in the house, and it's like, but it's a virus. You know what I'm saying? Viruses come back. So we're just gonna keep staying in the house every flu season? Which is cool. I don't mind that as long as you're paying, you know what I'm saying? Like don't get it twisted. I mean, if you paying full wages, I'm with that. Not the way we got the system now. Like, it's easier said than done. If you want cats to stay in their house, then bread them out, Give them their full wages and them some. Everybody will stay in the house.
As a nation, I wouldn't know how you would do that without going broke.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want to give us no money. That's why we only got $600.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
They got money so they can live their glorious lives and buy islands and shit. And do a lot of scam and shit they be doing. You know what I'm saying? On our dime.
Like, I think it was one of those House reps or Senate reps or whatever saying like, man, $2,000 that would bury our children in like 300 and something 80 something like debt, like billion debt or whatever. It's like, man, nobody tried to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Give us this money. We're trying to hear about the kids 25 years from now.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Though it's like the future will be ruined. What about today? Fuck the future.
Yeah. You talk the way you talking, it's ruining right now. You know what I'm saying? You want everybody to stay in the house.
Yeah, I'm with that too. Like, hey, we can't have no future if we don't take care of today. But
Like
Gotta have the
I'm
people.
gonna save money for the future, but meanwhile I might not have a social security. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck?
Oh man, speaking of Social Security, I don't know if y'all looked at the 2020 final thing getting ready for tax return season. It's almost here. But man, I paid the most taxes in Social Security and I ain't gonna never get it. I ain't never applied for it. I applied for unemployment.
If y'all go to IRS right now, it's shut down. Said to see you on the 4th. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's been shut down. You know what I'm saying? People say payments pending, and you'll receive it on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that. Trump doing something with that.
Well, who cutting these checks then? Where are these checks coming from? These stimulus checks we just got. I know we're getting way off topic. 2021, this shit's happening right now. So I
Hey, it's
got that stimulus check.
2021 relevant.
Uh, who cut these checks then? These stimulus checks? I thought the IRS did.
I think the House is cutting them, and yeah, I think the IRS is cutting them. I'm not sure what's going on really, but I know that I've seen some people. That shit is pending until the 4th. You know what I mean? So some
Yeah,
people get. I guess it's all in how you filed your taxes. I'm not sure. But
I bet it.
The IRS is shut down right now.
I didn't get my W-2 yet, but if I get my W-2, they talking about like, oh, we owe you or come back on the 31st. I'm like, oh hell nah. You still getting a paycheck? Fuck that. You better open up. Because like I said, that Social Security tax, man, I paid. Man, they got me this year. Like, thank you. I hope somebody's grandma or whatever gets like the $700 a month. I hope they get 750 next year. Like, yeah, I helped contribute that extra cable bills on me.
Man, it's gonna be hard for a motherfucker to do taxes this year. They got all kind of shit you got to account for, like sick pay, stimulus. Like them motherfuckers got all kind of shit going on.
That's the other thing that was shady too. Is like they gave that stimulus. Like I was telling my wife, it's hella political. Because well, we got like 8 and 9 months between checks. If you're really trying to help somebody, you can't wait that long. But then the
Yeah.
other thing too is after they got their man in Biden, they're like, all right, let's hurry up and give them the check before the end of the year. So they gotta put it on their taxes so we get that shit right back. Like, yeah, give me half of that shit back. Like, what the fuck? That shit was shady. Like, let me just get these niggas money real quick. So in 2021, they gotta say they got that income.
They're giving money to the schools out here, like for food. You know what I mean? Like children for food. You know what I'm saying? But it's like $200. It's like $200. What are we gonna do with that? Like
Yeah.
like that's it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't get no more. Like and then you go to the store, milk is like $5 a gallon right now.
What about the people who lost their businesses and stuff? That's art that their business been gone. What about the people who their dad or their mom was the only person that worked, lost their job? You know what I'm saying? People ain't thinking about that. Everybody's worried about the people that's working and still receiving checks and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All the whole system. What about the people who all they got coming in is that $600? You know what I'm saying? Family just gone, just broke. You know what I'm saying? Everything they worked for lost. You know what I'm saying? $600. That's like a slap in the face, man. You worked your whole life to start this business, and it's gone. Everything you put in that business is out of there. You know what I'm saying? You got families like that out there right now, man. It's real bad, and for them to keep on talking about shutting it down and $2,000. Oh shit, you don't get $600. Man, imagine how them people feel, man. The kids, you know what I'm saying? Got to stand in line to go get food. Got to go stand at the homeless place to go get dinner and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking at dad like, you know what I'm saying? He used to be a business on all this stuff. Hey, now shit gone. Now everybody looking at dad. You know what I mean? It's fucked up for some people, man.
Yeah, no, I mean,
They sitting here playing around and shit. You know what I mean? Wow. They sitting here playing around saying you gonna have this, you gonna have that. Wow, these people need to get shot.
Yeah, it's messed up because it's not like you can do just like a full reset. Like you can't just like, okay, we're gonna reset everything you owe because then you got to deal with all individual companies. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with a mortgage company. You got to deal with the PG&E. You got to deal with wherever their water provider. I'm just saying like whatever it is. Their car insurance, their car, whatever. You can't do that. And then, like you said, 600 a month is like, what is 600 a month to people that's $20,000 in debt? You know what I mean? It's like, well, what are they gonna do with the $600?
Nah, nah, that's true. I mean, Corona fucked up. So hopefully, that's one thing that they wiped and they keep with restrictions. Because, like you said, Chris, it's fucked up for people who had say, a restaurant doing good for 40 years, family restaurant. Then Corona hit, they shut down. It's like, all right, we gonna make it through this. Couple of months, they come back, reopen slowly, take out. Then you open up. Then they're like, all right, you gotta pay more money to open up social distancing. Then they come back now. They're just like completely shut that shit down. Shit's fucked up. Corona fucked up a lot of shit in 2020. So in 2021, I hope, like I said, the bar is low. I hope we just get a little bit better for them people, for my family, for y'all family. Cause yeah, man, you can't undo what's done. But those people should be shot. I agree with that.
Well, it's out here. It's the person in power. You know, that's why that's why people a lot of losing businesses out here, like restaurants. We got new restaurants opening up, like CDP said. It's like they just like if you want to wait in a line, nobody want to wait in a line all the time. You know, so it's like they can't even outside dine. They're not supposed to inside dine. They don't want people inside of, you know what I mean? Like inside of churches, but you know, like people could go into the malls and shit like that.
The thing that always pissed me off is we still paying for like hella shit. Like since a whole year, I haven't been to DMV. Have y'all been to DMV in the last year? Or I don't know what's called out. Is it still called DMV in Vegas? I'm not sure. But they getting paid. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if hospitals or let's say
Right.
schools are still getting paid. Universities are still getting paid. Like niggas ain't showing up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit still getting paid when motherfuckers are just sitting at home like, I'm hurting. So I hope in 2021 something changes, something gives.
I also think they should give some extra to the people who go into work.
They were supposed to.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like help the people who ain't working, but you know, like, cause you never know, just cause somebody going to work every day don't mean, you know what I'm saying, they ain't impacted. Maybe they wife, you know what I'm saying, who pay half the bills or something, you know, was shut down.
Or God forbid passed away. Uh, I think the best thing they should do is just open the fucking country up, man. People are smart enough. If they want to walk around like they first did in saran wrap and a fucking milk jug on their head, they smart enough to stay protected. You know, buy a mask, whatever, do your thing, but open up. That's what I hope for 2021. Just open up all the way. Let motherfucker go to the beach or go to the gym or to church. Open that shit. So I'm hoping for 2021.
Like I was watching the highlights of some award show. This lady was in one of them astronaut suits giving out the award. I was like, what the fuck?
Something broke last night as far as the Bill Gates project. It's called basically his shot, known as ID 2020. You know, where you got to get the mandatory vaccines. Well, Donald Trump canceled that, and like, here's what it consists of. It said it made vaccines voluntary, not mandatory, and the military will check the purity and distribute the vaccines. So the correct vaccine will be out given by the military. You ain't getting that shit where you're gonna fall out and die like that lady did on TV. When it passed out, she died later that day. That's what they ain't telling you on TV. But they got the facts, you know what I'm saying? The death and all that shit. I'll send you the video, what they call it, but they proved that she's dead, and the husband claimed the death, and shit you gotta do when you lose a wife or member. He did all that shit. But it also defunded the World Health Organization, the WHO, forever, and wants an investigation into its operation. It canceled the Democrats' HR bill known as COVID-19 Trace Act. That was the basis for Bill Gates' diagnosis and tracking project, which was also canceled. It cancels Bill Gates project known as ID 2020. Number 5, it opened a complaint platform to perform censorship on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. it was overrun with complaints. They got the evidence. So all these people being banned and kicked off YouTube or Facebook or whatever for what they said, it opened an investigation on that, and they got all the evidence. So it's looking good on that. Motherfuckers be able to say what the fuck they want to say on their YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook accounts. The Stop 5G rollout nationwide. Executive order to reopen states. Governors who refuse to reopen will be sued. Number 8, executive order for White House to take over all electrical grids, which will include internet servers, broadcasting systems, electronic systems. Declares places of worship essential services. Some mayors are fining people for going to church. And also, like, if you get those fines, like police give you a fine for not wearing a mask, or just fine for anything related to COVID, don't pay that shit. You don't pay that shit because it's illegal. You know what I mean? It's against the law for them to do that shit. It's not in the law. This is just something that they're enforcing. You know what I'm saying? It's not written in no law.
Yeah, it's an order. It's a law.
Then number 9, it declares and number 10, applauded Australia and 116 countries for insisting on a China probe into the spread of the COVID-19, despite several threats from China about refusing critical exports. So basically, he signed this bit. He canceled this shit. With this executive order, and it's gonna open up a lot of investigations on shit that we need to get up out of here, like all these shutdowns and shit, and what we could put on our own personal Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels and shit. All that shit is up for investigation, so it's looking good. My thing is, I don't understand, like, he doing all this stuff, he busting all these moves, like he ain't leaving. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people, when they get evicted from their house, some motherfuckers tear that shit up before they leave. Like, fuck you, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's upgrading everything. He ain't moving like he about to get up out of there, man. That's just my thought. But yeah, that's good. So I'm trying to find the other one.
Did it sound good?
Yeah, no. A lot of
this shit happened. Well, what I read happened.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of that shit's cool. Like, look into YouTube and Twitter. Like, don't censor me because I don't agree with you or you don't agree with me. Don't censor nobody. If your First Amendment right, the vaccine thing's cool. Like, don't make it mandatory. Make it voluntary. If you want your shot, take your shot, but don't force it down my throat. And of course, make sure that shit's pure. Come on, make sure there's medicine in there. It shouldn't be no question. That's how shady of a world we is. Like, is that medicine or is that poison? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And what was the other one you were talking about? I don't know, but the only thing that scares me about that, those are all executive orders. So fucking the next president, if it's not Trump, could come and be like, yo, wipe all that out. Fuck all that shit he did. So you talking about like he remodeling everything. It sounded like he remodeling, but it also sounded like, you know, when you're about to get out of there, if you're the president, you're like, man, I didn't do all this shit in 4 years. Let me do a bunch of shit real quick I want to do. You pardon. Here go $1 million, Australia, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever right now.
Because that's what they were saying. Like, I was reading some on Instagram. Like, they're calling him like a lame duck president right now because they expect him to not be president. Like, so he's like, yeah, he can go and say whatever, but, you know, we just fight it. And then in another couple, you know, and then a little bit, he ain't going to be president. So we ain't got to worry about it.
That's my only concern. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad that he put a pause on that ID 2020 and rolled out those, like, that vaccine shit and stupid shit like that, because it's getting bad. So that's what I hope for 2021. Just some fucking clarity. Some, like, we old enough to remember before 9/11 and the new norm after 9/11. Like, if you fly, you got to take off your shoes. You got to go through the body scan. You got to do all this extra shit. Like, you know, they could tap your phone for no reason now. Like, the new normal was like, fuck, we got used to that. So I hope the mask and all this other bullshit ain't a new normal. Because, dude, like I said, I was out there in Mount Shasta, beautiful country, but motherfuckers, every store was like, mask required. At the school there, they're like, we're in this together, put your mask on. I'm like, man, they're getting the kids out here, like, damn.
Hey, no, my friend was telling me about that one though. Like Chris was saying, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, they can give you a fine, but ain't no judge gonna take the fine. They can get that shit out of here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? No judge, like they got real shit to worry about. They don't got time to worry about like, dude wasn't wearing a mask at a restaurant, or you know what I mean, or dude was open, or dude was serving food outside, like. What, man? Come on, man. You know, I got real shit I got to take care of.
Well, I'll touch on that food one in a second, but the fine one, or either fine, what makes me trip out is like, all right, you forcing me to comply to your shit, you're going to fine me. Where's that money going? Is it going to stop the virus? Are you going to build a house full of fucking $100 bills and be like, the virus can't come in here? You know, we put up a wall. What the fuck?
They gonna that money gonna go to their mortgage. You know what I'm saying? That money gonna go to that new car, that new Ferrari for their daughter. You know what I'm saying?
But there's no proof that outside dining causes any increase of COVID-19. But they're still shut down. For what? You know what I mean? Like they had to go under oath in the court and say that they don't have nothing that supports outside dining leading, you know what I'm saying, increasing COVID. Like, oh man, outside dining, you have a more likelier chance to catch COVID. They couldn't prove it in a court. They had to say they didn't have the proof. And they still are appealing it, even though they don't have proof, in LA County. Because the judge sided with the restaurants, the business owners.
Yeah.
But LA County's appealing the decision.
Before you go, CDP, before you go, you just got to ask yourself, why? Why the fuck are they fighting so hard to shut down the little man? To shut down shit? Because they want, in my mind, they want control. They want to tell you to go to McDonald's, to go to fucking Winco, Food Flesh. They want to force you to where they go, and then once that goes, who knows then? Go ahead, CDP. My fault.
I was saying I don't know the facts about how you catch a virus. I'm not sure. I can't remember how they his exact words, but he was basically saying like the mask and all that stuff is like worthless. Like you can't catch a virus. It's not possible to catch this virus like with somebody sneezing on you or breathing it in. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. I heard it got to be injected in you, or it got to get it like in you some way. Like you got to put your finger in your mouth. I'm not sure, but like these masks, it's like it's work. It's like it doesn't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You breathe like you around somebody or something like that. You don't catch it like that. That's what I hear.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Even inside dining, like I when I was eating inside last week, as long as you're like every other table, you know what I mean? Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with you know what I mean, with full capacity. Yeah. First off, you know what I mean? Because I ain't hating on nobody's money. And I ain't hating on, you know, people's good times. Because it does feel like, if it, you know what I mean? That's part of why people buy clothes. You know what I'm saying? You don't buy new clothes to sit in the house. And people are still buying new clothes. So it's like, you know, it's like they want to be out. They want to be somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than In-N-Out, you know, or these long ass Chick-fil-A lines. Is your Chick-fil-A like that? God damn.
It is day in, day out. But like I said, it's because they forcing. I mean, I'm glad to be still working, but they forcing motherfuckers to go to certain places. Like we went to Panda last night. Panda line was so fucking long, but I'm like, man, where else you gonna eat though? Like they shut the shit down. If you ain't cooking dinner, you got to go to Panda, Chick-fil-A, Jack in the Box. You got to go somewhere that's open, and they gonna have a long ass line. Because the fucking local Chinese restaurants closed, or the fucking taqueria's closed, or whatever. So niggas don't have options. They funneling you into one place, which is great for those business people that are open still. But man, the little guy's gone. So I do feel bad for them. I hope that, like I said, I hope they open it up in 2021. Getting back to that, because 2020, like I said, we could talk for a long time. 2020 was fucked. We 3 days into this. Yeah, 3 days into So the new year, let's see. Let's see after the 6th or in a month. Hopefully, we still ain't talking about fucking not going out. Because one thing I want to do is I want to increase the income this year.
Yeah,
on the executive drug prices. So today Trump took historic action to deliver lower prescription drug prices to American patients. The president signed 4 executive orders on drug pricing, directing the Secretary of Health and Human Services, the HHS, take several steps to deliver for the American patients lower costs on prescription drugs, including insulin and heparin or something like that, and ensure Americans are getting the lowest price possible for drugs. And one of the first ones it consists of is a shadowy system of kickbacks for middlemen that lurks behind the high out-of-pocket costs for many Americans face at the pharmacy center. Under this action, American seniors will directly receive these kickbacks as discounts in Medicare Part D. In 2018, these Part D discounts totaled more than $30 billion, representing an average discount of 26 to 30%. So they're gonna get rid of them kickbacks. You know what I'm saying? Basically, pay the true price of what stuff is worth. Like, like for an example is like the price of Jordans of what they make it over there, and then they blow it up when it gets over here. The prescriptions, they gonna get that price of what they make it. And another thing that makes it crazy is they make the medicine here in America. Why are we paying like we live over there? We should get the ultimate low price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they raping us. They killing us on the kickbacks. We should be getting the cheapest prices in the world. And then next it require federally qualified health centers who purchase insulin and epinephrine, something like that, and a 340B program. Huh?
The EpiPen, maybe.
I believe so. I believe you're right. But the 340B program to pass the savings from discounted drug prices directly to medically underserved patients. This will increase access of life-saving insulin and the EpiPen for the patients who face especially high costs. Among the 28 million patients who visit FQHCs every year, over 6 million of whom are uninsured. And then it will finalize a rule allowing states to develop safe importation plans for certain prescription drugs. Then it will also authorize reimportation of insulin products made in the United States. The Secretary finds reimportation is required for emergency medical care pursuant to Section 801D of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. Then this will create a pathway for safe personal importation through the use of individual waivers to purchase drugs at a lower cost from pre-authorized U.S. pharmacies. Then it takes action to ensure that the medical program and seniors pay no more for the most costly Medicare Part B drugs than any economically comparable OECD country in foreign countries, which will end foreign countries freeloading off the backs of American taxpayers and pharmaceutical investments. This order takes effect in 30 days unless Congress acts. This was like, let me see. In July, this took place on July 24th, 2020. And it became effective on the 1st of January, New Year's Day.
Look, just to summarize that, correct me if I'm wrong, but he basically gonna lower drug prices for everybody across the board, especially life-saving drugs. He gonna get rid of the middleman, because that's what I'm against too. Like, you pay for the drug, but now you gotta pay for the drug company, the drug itself, the drug middleman, the drug supplier, you paying for all these niggas. That's why the shit goes up. And if I heard you correctly, if we pay $10 for it in America, UK, China, Australia, other developed countries gonna pay $10 for it too, or $12 instead of getting it for $3, and we got to pay it for $20 to make up their shit or whatever. If I hear all that right, I'm for that. My only caveat I would say is to use your own example is if you a businessman, you a businessman. For example, Jordans they make for what $5 on a dime over there and sell them for 200 over here. Now you forcing a man to lower his price for everybody. Now, if it's a drug, it's questionable. I'm like, all right, if it's a life-saving drug, don't be out there raping them like that one dude did that bought the Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah.
The drug was like $5. He bought the rights to the drug. He was like, it's 2,000 now. I'm a businessman. Don't be raping it, but you could have like 3 or 4 times your money if that's what you want to do. But don't be gouging niggas just to gouge niggas. So I'm kind of like split down the middle. Like, yeah, let's get cheaper drugs. It don't make no sense, but don't tell them to have a set rate. Like, hey, you could only sell this drug for $100. Hey, motherfuckers want to pay 200, they pay 200.
So you talking about whatever the retail price is of that drug, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's gonna go. You know what I mean? They'll like try to pull the shit up. Like, like you said, well, he bought something and then he quadrupled the price. You know what I'm saying? He took that out. Ain't none of that going on no more. So, you know what I mean? That's cool.
Yeah, because I don't know if you ever been to French Camp. Shout out to French Camp, but that's the county hospital in San Joaquin County where I was born and raised, Stockton stand up. But you get a bill from them, they be like, aspirin, $16. Like, wait a minute. I go get you a bottle at Costco for $16 to replace mine and everybody else's. So if he's getting rid of that shit, like, hell yeah, get rid of that shit. Yeah. You gave me 2 generic aspirins for $16. Fuck you.
Yeah,
that is true. Because cats are getting away with that shit. Especially like I said with the shoes and shit. If I could put a shoe for like, you know what I'm saying, like cats fighting like 400, 500 over some shoes, and be like, damn, that shit was made for like, $40. Like, damn, that shit was made like $25. Like, damn.
So I'm all for that, like life saving. Like if it's life saving, the EpiPen, insulin, motherfuckers need every day. Motherfuckers need insulin every day. Bring that shit down, or don't have us paying more than China or somebody else. We don't. I'm tired of paying for them. Like, let's take care of our own. That's one thing about Trump. He was like, let's make America great. I'm with let's take care of America's first. Like, if it's our product, let's take care of it. That's what they do in China. That's what they do in Africa and fucking Russia. They like, yo, Mother Russia got to get love first.
Like, are you guys excited for or to hopefully see fans come back to sports?
Yeah.
I
was watching some boxing yesterday, and I was like, man, if they had a little bit of fans, but I was like, man, if that would have been a packed house, that fight would have been hella lit. I'm excited for boxing going forward, man. There's some good young fighters out there. Boxing for the first time in a long time is getting like exciting constantly, not just like Floyd's fighting, okay, and then you're like not really interested no more, or unless you're just like a hardcore boxing fan, you know what I mean? Like then you're like, oh, okay, like you're paying attention to everybody. But at least there's like young fighters that are willing to fight other young fighters, willing to make big fights.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to crowds. I was watching that Ohio State Clemson game. I don't know who won, but that dude got robbed with that hit. But I don't know what channel I was on. It sounded like a high school game. I swear to God, I was like, third down. Like he wasn't even announcing. I flipped to another channel. At least they had the broadcasters. I was like, all right. But the first channel, like you could hear the family like, come on, John. Come on. I'm like, damn, is this the bowl game or what? Like, what the fuck? Like,
even
crazy.
Boxing, it ain't cool to be hearing them go, hot, 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 hot. It's like, dude, like, you don't hear that because the crowd's always in it. The announcers are talking,
like,
yeah, it's like basketball, hearing fucking shoes squeak all over the place and grunts and moans, like, and it's like, God, dude, like, fuck, we need some fans.
I think the Super Bowl is gonna be played in like February or something. So shit, regardless of who wins, the 20th, you know what I'm saying, that'll be January. So the Super Bowl will be in February. So
But
we might have a possibility of, depending on, I say, if Biden win, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be locked down, but if Trump win, we might have crowds for the Super Bowl. That should be lit if they get to have crowds for the Super Bowl.
Well, what I'm saying is like, you could walk in and out of a casino and they just have that little thing that goes like beep 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 beep. If it goes into a green light, it's like, why you can't do that at sports games?
Probably there's too many people. Like it'll take forever. Now unless they tell people to show up early or something. That probably take thousands of people. Shit.
But they'll do it. If you tell them, like, you know what, arrive up 4 hours before the game if you want to be there and whatever, we're going to individually test it. Man, people will do it just to be at the games.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying?
They would do it. That's true. To be anywhere. If you say come up 30 minutes early for the movies, I'd be like, all right, I'm here. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Test me. Yeah.
Man, the other day I called about making a pizza. There was like an hour and 45-minute wait. I was like, woof, like, and I'm talking about I was at my brother-in-law's house. Like, so you know what I mean? It's like we're like right there. It's like, damn, an hour and 45 minutes.
Shit. So I'm definitely looking for crowds. I'm definitely looking for opening up. 2021. Let's just, like I said, the bar's so low. Let's just good health for sure. Good health. Let me be around to complain if it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? If it gets worse, I want to be around to complain. If it gets better, I want to be around to be thankful for it. So, you know, either or.
What about like, okay, so when this shit over with, what about school? Y'all comfortable with sending your kids to school? Because from what I hear, they could give your kid a shot without your consent.
Oh, yeah.
Comfortable with sending kids? Y'all comfortable with sending your kids back to school, or you going homeschool?
I probably might keep one of my sons at home because he goes vertigo sometimes, and I can't be like, oh, if he has like just one of those episodes, they'll take him to the hospital, try to be like, oh, he's having a headache, this could be COVID, and I'll find out about it later. Like, what? Took my son to the hospital? What the fuck? So for those reasons, maybe not him, but yeah, the other ones, I'll probably send them back.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer for me. They've been homeschooled, so they stay homeschooled.
Yeah, my co-worker, his daughter to LA to visit her mom. She caught COVID. His daughter caught COVID out there. He had to drive to LA just to sit in the parking lot. You know what I mean? It was just crazy. He was cussing, almost getting arrested every day. I could only imagine, man.
Are your kids in school? Are the schools open out there?
Mm.
They don't have a plan to reopen?
But yeah, your taxpayer dollar still pays for the principal, though.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't doing nothing. The fuck? What is the janitor doing? I mean, I don't want the janitor to get fired or the principal, but what the fuck are you doing, though? Why is the light still on when I drive by the school? Like, why is the outside light still on? What the fuck?
Yeah, like
come on, man.
When they do go back, the schools better be remodeled and everything because it's empty. What are they gonna do? That's their chance to fix it up.
Yeah.
Computers. Get the new top of the line computers. You know what I'm saying? Top of the line sports equipment. Everything better be A1. You know what I'm saying?
Now, unless you're not going to a private school or a charter school, if you go into a public school, the only thing that's going to be remodeled is if you had 30 kids in your classroom, you're going to have 40 kids now. Like, let's cram more in there to get more money. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, they don't put no money into Stockton schools. Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, Stockton District, my kids are Lincoln District. So I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's the best I can do without having to come out of pocket.
That's sad. It's been like that for what, 30, 40 years that it's been like that? Lincoln, like you want to go to Lincoln Unified if you can, yeah. That's so sad.
And I was going by there the other day to Michael's Pizza. I went by my old middle school. Everything still looked the same. Like,
that's what I'm saying. They ain't putting they don't give a fuck about our education, but that's a different topic. But let's just, like I said, going back to the 2020, let's just hope it's a better year. Take time. One thing I want to do is spend more time with the family because you never know about time. So the vacation thing is a good idea. We want to go somewhere with the family. Pick up on that. I don't know if we can go out of country though. Can't trust my kids. Be like, yo, where my boy? Oh no! Be like that movie Wanted or something. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's about to get dangerous. I hang up the phone. Yeah, yeah. Chase
You
somebody
got to
down.
go. You got to go with the leash. You got the leash, the handcuffs. Was
Oh
it
yeah.
the backpack with
Yeah,
the
that's what I was gonna
little?
say. The little monkey backpack. Like, no, 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 no. Where you
Yeah.
going? Where
I
you
been seeing
going?
everybody with that. Like, what the fuck?
Uh,
But,
Yeah.
Another thing I'm looking forward to is hopefully growing this channel. So if y'all watching, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for watching. Keep liking, keep sharing. We're gonna blow this channel up quadruple minimum this year. So we appreciate you watching. Definitely. We hope you had a good 2021 New Year's Eve. We hope you have a good 2020 New Year's Eve. 2021 possibilities open. So I'm looking forward to that, like blowing this up, taking this to the next level.
Sir. Past that, you know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy this 2021. Hopefully everybody learned something from 2020, got something good out of it, you know what I'm saying? And they say everybody should get something out of after going through 2021. Everybody should come out of with something positive, some type of new action, some new positive way of life. You know what I'm saying? Get something out of it, even if it's a bad thing. Get something good out of it. You know what I'm saying? So leave your comments, leave your opinions. You know what I'm saying? For merchandise, leave it at our email at the number 3 reasons2020 @gmail.com. 3reasons2020 @gmail.com. Hit us up on the Cash App. Show some love, help us grow. You know what I'm saying? $CDP209. And hit that like and subscribe button. Tell your partners about it.
everybody be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, got a lot of violence going on out here in Stockton. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Stay inside, be safe. Everybody worldwide, stay inside, be safe. You know what I'm saying? 209 Tiger, I'm out. Like I said, till next time.
Happy New Year. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for liking. Go ahead, hit that comment and tell us what you got planned for 2021. And yes, definitely stay safe. Kiss your wife, kiss your kids. Call that homie you pissed off about. Tell him you're sorry. Start 2021 fresh. Happy New Year.